in my today project I'm going to be showing you all how to crochet a pillowcase. So here is my yarn that I'll be using. I'm using the broken white. So the first thing that I'm going to begin, I'll begin to crochet a chain. So I'll begin with a chain, guys. I'll start like this with a chain. I'm going to crochet a chain of 50 centimeters, guys. I'll crochet a chain of 50 centimeters. So guys, let me see how many centimeters I'm having now. So I'm having 48 centimeters, so I'll do a little bit of more increase. Yeah, so now I'm having 50 centimeters. So what next, guys? The next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to crochet on my first row. On top of the chain, I'm going to crochet double crochets back to the other position. So I'll crochet double crochets from this stage to the other stage, guys. So guys, I'm almost on this other end. So when I'm going to finish with this row, guys, the next thing that I'm going to be doing on my second row is I'll crochet half crochets. The next stitches that I'll work on my second rows are going to be half crochet. So after, when I'll crochet about 3 centimeters, I'm going to involve my granny squares, and I'll show you how I will crochet them. So here on my second row, I'm going to be working on half stitches. So I make the chain there, then I begin from here with my half stitches, and you notice the entire of my pillowcase that I'm going to, nearly the entire a part of the section where I will add my grannies. It will be, I'll be working mostly on the double crochet and the single crochets, guys. So on this second row, I'm going to work on half crochets. So the entire of my, nearly the entire of my pillowcase, it will be double and half crochets, double and half crochets, a part of the section where I'm increasing my grannies. So see you all on the other end, guys, with my half crochets. So guys, this is my second row that I'm working with the half stitches, and I'm almost coming to the end on this other section. So when I'm going to finish with this second row, guys, I'll work on the third row. So on the third row, I'm still going to do double crochets. So when I work on the third row and I'm done with it, I'm going to measure and we'll see if I'm having 3 centimeters. Then I'm going to begin to, I'll show you all how I'll make my granny squares that I'll position on the third row. So here I go, my last stitch here. And I make my 3 chain and I turn my work. So on this row, guys, I'm going to be working on double crochets. The third row, it's double crochets. So I'll just continue with the same stitches like this till I arrive this other end this way with my double stitches. So you can see how the work is beginning to look like, guys. So guys, when I finish now with this row, I'll be showing you all how I'm going to crochet my granny square that I'll be including on this stage. So first of all, I'm going to measure and we'll see if I'm having 3 centimeters. Then I'll crochet the granny square that I'll show you how I'll crochet the granny squares that I will include on this position. So here is my tape. Yeah, so you can see I'm having 3 centimeters. That's 3 centimeters. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing now, guys, is I'll take my crochet hook, then I'm going to crochet my granny square. So this my yarn. The first thing you can do is you can do it like this to begin your granny square. Then you make a chain of 3. Then on top of this hole that I'm creating, I'm going to crochet 12 double crochet, a circle of 12 double crochets. So here I go. So I'll pull it. I pulled here, then I'll close. I'll make a slim stitch here and I close my work. So you can see here is my circle. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'll use a scissors to cut. So I use my scissors to cut my yarn here. I'll leave it a little bit long because after I'll use the needle. Can use the needle, and I saw that part inside. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change my yarn. I'm going to work with 2 different colors of yarn, and the first one is going to be red, and the other, after the red, the next one will be light blue. So I'll begin with red, guys. From here I'll make a chain of 3. I close that. So I'm going to crochet 5.5 double crochet. So I'll put 2 in each hole. So this 5, then I'll make half, then I'll complete the next half there with the blue yarn. So I've made 2, then this is going to make another 2, which is going to be 6. So now I'm going to include this light blue here. I complete that half crochet with the light blue. So I'm going to crochet 5.5 double crochet on this other section as well for it to be 6. So I'll put as 3, that's 5.5. Then I change the yarn. I come back with, I complete with the red here like this. Then from here I crochet with the red. I'll make another 5.5 double crochet. So I put 2 in that hole, another 2 here. So as I'm crocheting, I'm putting these other yarns that they are training, I'm putting them inside because I don't want them to train outside, guys. So this is 5.5. So I'm going to complete with the blue here. So here I'm going to crochet 6 double crochet. That's 5. Then I'm going to put my last crochet here. Then I complete with the red like this. Then I'll close here on top of the red. I'll make a slim stitch here like this, and I'll close. So you guys, you can see. So this is the first row. On the first row I've worked on 12 double crochet. On the second row I'm working on 6, each color 6. That's 5.5, 5.5, because when I'm completing the last one I always change the yarn to the next color. So now I'm going to move next to the next row. On this next row I'm still going to be doing increases, and each of the color I'll make sure I follow. Where there's red, I'm going to be working just with red, and where there's the light blue, I will be crocheting on the position just with the light blue till I have till I arrive a particular stage. And as I'm crocheting, guys, I'm doing increases so that it will not bend, because I want it to be flat. So the first section that I'm crocheting is a circle. So when I'll be reaching the final, my final row, I'll show you all how I'm going to crochet a granny square. So when I arrive here, I change, because here I'm going to be working on the portion of the light blue. And when you are doing your increases, guys, you always need to be careful you don't increase too much, because if you increase too much, then by the end of the day your circle will be looking like it will be twisted, it will be like a flower, which when you create your granny, it will not look that beautiful. So you have to be doing your increases with care. So change to the next. So you see each position, I follow the same color that is there. Then when I'm moving to the, like here, I'm going to be moving to the blue, so I take blue and I put, so I go like this, so you can see. So I change the color, complete with red, that I make a slim stitch. So you can all see, guys, this is the beginning of my circle. You can see how it's looking like. So I'm going to continue like this until I'm having 6 rows. So when I have 6 rows, then I'll show you how I'll create my granny square section, guys. So I continue the same crochet. As I'm working and I'm going up, I'm increasing, because you have to increase. You don't increase, this will start going down the other way, so you have to increase for it to remain flat, So I change here, and if you have noticed, as I'm working, the next color I'm closing it inside. So when I arrive here, I just finish with it, then I continue with the other section. Like for example, I've turned the blue, I'm going to be crocheting the red inside, guys. So guys, see you all on the other section when I'm having 6 rows. Then I'll show you what next, how I'll create my position of my granny square, because now I'm just going to be doing repetition of one and the same thing, so I'll not like to waste much of your time showing you the same thing. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, I'm almost done with my circle that I've been working on. So when I finish on this row now, I'm going to show you all how I'll create the position of my granny. So I make a slim stitch here, then I close finally. So this the beginning, how it's look. So right now I'm going to change from the next stage, and I'm going to work on the position of the granny square. So I'll need to use my stitch markers. So these are my stitch markers. I want to mark the positions where I'm going to be creating. So you can put like that, you put like this, then you put your circle into 2 like this, then you put the next exactly, then the next I'm going to put it on the middle, in between this stage and this stage. I put it in the middle like this. So on this other side, on this side, I'll put my crochet. So you can see these are 4 sides already, 1 2 3 4. So these are the positions that are going to form the granny square. So right now I'll take my yarn, the broken white, and the first thing that I'm going to do, I'll make a chain of 3, which will be 1 double crochet. So I make 3 double crochet in the same hole, then I make 2 chain, I come back in the same hole and I crochet another 3 double crochet, another 3 double crochet. So I'm going to skip 1 2. So on the 3rd hole, I'm going to make a half crochet and another half crochet. So from here, in between the 2 half crochet, I'm going to be working on single crochets. So I'm almost closer to the stitch marker. So I'm going to crochet 2 half crochet just the way I did here, 2 half crochet, then I'm going to count 1 2. So on the 3rd hole there, the position where my stitch marker is, I remove it and I'm going to crochet 6 double crochet in the same hole. So the first thing I do, I crochet 3 double crochet at first, then I make 2 chain the same hole, another 3 double crochet. So I skip 1 2. So on the third row I crochet 2 half crochet. So on the next row in between I make the single crochets. So I'm coming closer to the stitch marker. I make 2 half crochet. So 1 2, where the position of the stitch marker is, I remove it. Then I'm going to put my 6 double crochet in the same hole. To chain and back to the same hole. Then when I finish, I have to skip 1 2 3. So on the third I start with my half crochet, 2 half crochet, then single crochet follows in between. So I put my 2 here. From here I'll count 1 2, and on the third I'm going to put the double crochets, 3 double crochets, then 2 chain, back to the same hole, 3 double crochet. So I've repeated this in all the 4 sides where I was putting my stitch marker. So after each 6 double crochet, the first thing that I do is I work on half crochet. Then in between I work on single stitches. So I'm almost close to this other section. I put 2 half crochets, then I close the work, and I'm going to cut the yarn a little bit longer because I'll use it. So you can see, guys, so here is my granny square. So I'm going to be using, I need 3 of them. I need 3 of the granny square. So these are the other ones that I'm already having. You can see all of them I've worked in the same way, just the different colors. So I'm going to put 3 at first on this position on the beginning here. I'm going to put 3 down this section. I have to position it, and I make sure they are all on the middle, in between. In between the pillow that I started. So I'm going to put them like this. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to sew them on top of this. I sew them on top of this, and there's going to be a little bit of space this way, and this other section too, there's going to be a little bit of space. So I'll start with this one, in the middle. So when you're working, always you make sure you have your needle. So I'm going to use my needle, guys, and I'll sew it on top of this. So I put it like this. So I'll start from here. You can use the stitch markers. The stitch markers are important as well here. You can use your stitch markers to pin them on top of your work so that they will not be moving when you are working on, when you are putting them together. So you can put it like this. Then I'm going to sew it from here to here. Then this one I sew it that way. Then this other one I sew it the other way as well. So I'm going to begin from here and I'll be sewing them, guys. So when I put all of them, the 3 of them together, then you see how it will look like. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, I've put my grannies. So when I finish with this position, I'm going to open it and you see I've sewn all the sides. So I finish with this, then I turn it. And whenever you're sewing your granny, is good to sew it on the back side, because when you sew it on the back side, the frontal section is going to look more good. So I'm going to put my needle now, then I'll cut with my scissors, then I'll turn it. So you guys, you can see. So this is what I'm having here. This is what I'm having. So what next that I'm going to do now, I'm going to crochet on this position. I'll close this position. Then after I'll come and crochet this other position and I'll close. Then the top, I'll also do the same. So I'll start from here with the same stitches that I've been working with. So this last row that I crocheted, it was double crochet. So the next row that I'm working on now, I'm going to work on half crochets. So when I'm just working, I arrive the position of the granny, I make a stop and I crochet back to this other section. So you are going to see on this first stage what I'm going to do. So let me remove this my stitch marker so that it will not disturb me. So here I go. So when I crochet like that, I'm having 3 loops on top of my hook. So I'm going to put the next on the side here, then I bring it back this other way. I've closed. So on the next row, I'm going to be crocheting 3 or make 3 chain. So I've made 1 2 chain. So on the 3 chain, there's 1 loop on top of my hook. So I'm going to put the next here, then I will complete it. So that has formed. Then I turn my work this way. I start crocheting from here back to the other section. And this row I'm going to crochet but with double crochet, because the other row that I just finished, I crocheted but half crochet. So see you all on the other end, guys. See you on the other end. So guys, I'm almost here. So you guys, you can see how I've progressed. I've taken the same stages up. So when I arrive here and I take like that, then on this same position of a single stitch, I close. That's, I put my hook here and I take my yarn, then I come in with it like this, and this is the result that I'm having. So now I'm going to make 2 chain. So the last, I'm going to make a slim stitch here like this, then I turn my work and I crochet back to the other position with my double crochet. So when I finish with this position, guys, I'm going to work on the other position the other way, and I'll do the same thing just as I've done on this first part. So my last stitch, double stitch, then I'm going to cut the yarn here, cut my yarn there, so you can see. So this what I've done on this section. So I've come on this other section this way, and I'm going to do the same thing just as I've done on this other part. Then on top of this section, guys, I'm going to make single stitches, or make single stitches up here, so that when I walk here and I arrive, I'll just continue my work. So the first thing, I will do the single stitches, then before I complete the other section. So I'll be working on single stitches from here, from this stage to the other stage, guys. So guys, I'm here on this other section with my single crochet. So I'm just going to stop where I fit the granny square. I'm not going to go above on the other section. So I reach here and I'll make a stop. So I'll cut the yarn, So right now you can see I've worked on the single stitches from this stage to the other stage. So right now I'll come now on this other section, guys, and I'm going to work. So guys, I'm here, I do 1 stitch here, then up here I make a slim stitch like this. So I make 2 chain, because the next row that I work here, it's going to be half stitches. I turn my work and I start going with. So far I've worked on the both side, so you can see. So right now I'm going to continue my work. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to be working, I'll work on double crochets on the sides here, meaning on this side I'm going to work on double crochet, but when I arrive this other section, I'll work on half crochet. My reason is because this part is lower and these other parts are higher. So when I arrive here, all this middle, I'll work on half crochet. I arrive there, I work on double crochet. On this other position the same, so that they will have both length. Then from there I'm just going to continue with my the same stitches as I begin, the ones that I begin below with the half and double crochet, half double crochet. So here is one of the sides that I'm working with my double crochet. So my last double crochet here. So on this middle part now, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on half crochets and half crochet from this middle part here today. From here, half crochet, see, I arrived there. So guys, I continue my work. I'm going to continue here. I'm here. So from this row right now, after I finish this row, I'll just continue now with the same stitches. So my last stitch there, then I'm going to make a chain of 2, because on this other row this next row I'm going to be working on half stitches. So guys, I'm going to continue with my stitches now, the double and the half stitches, until I'm having 36 centimeters. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'll also put the other granny squares on top. Then from there, when I finish putting the with the 3 granny square, then I crochet more 3 centimeters, just like I did here, on top, and then I'll complete the first section. Then I work on the back. So I continue going now, guys. So from now hence, I'm just going to continue the same stitches, just with my broken white, until I reach 36 centimeters. Then I'll add these other granny squares on top, just like I've done here. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, so far this is how I have gone with my project. So right now, when I'm finishing with this row and I'm crocheting back, I have to change the stitches. There are some new stitches that I introduced in between the project when I was working. So right now I want to show you how I've been creating the stitches. They are X stitches, so I'll show you how I create them. So you can see this is it. So these are the new stitches that I did in between my project. So right now I want to show you, and I've just walked straight up this way. I've not done any increase nor decreases. So this is the only new thing that I added that I did not show you. Apart of that, I've been working on double and half crochet. So now let me turn my work this way, then I'll show you how I'm going to be working with the X stitch. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make the 3 chain, because those X stitch are double stitches. So from here I make 2 loops on my hook. So I skip 1 hole here, and the second hole, guys, I make a double crochet. So I come back and I make another double crochet. So you can see that's X, the X stitch. The next hole I skip here, and to the next hole I make a double crochet, and I come back this other way, I make another double stitch. So I skip, double crochet, I come back, another double crochet. So you can see, so the stitches are just this row. I'm going to work the entire row with the X stitch. Then after when I'm done with the row, so the next row that I'll be working on, I'll be working but on half stitches. So I continue going like this. When I skip one hole, I come back to the hole that I skip and I make another stitch, 1 2. So I skip this hole to this hole, I make a double stitch, then I come back to the hole that I skip, I make another double stitch. The same procedure. See, I reach the other length the other way, guys. So see you all on the other end. So guys, I'm almost on this other position. So my last X stitch, then I make a double crochet on the side, then I make 2 chain. So let me measure my work right now and we see how many centimeters I'm having, because I'm having 35 centimeters. So right now I'm going to crochet like more 2 rows, then I'm going to put the other granny squares, the same granny square up that other way. Then I'll show you when I add more 2 rows. I'm going to be putting the granny squares and you see how it will be looking like, guys. So from here I continue with my normal stitches. So this row I'm going to crochet half stitches all the way. So after the half stitches, the next row I'll crochet double stitches. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, I'm here. I've added my 2 more rows on top. So I'm going to, when I finish this row, I'll make the measurement and I see how many centimeters I'm having exactly. Then I can put my granny squares. I can add my granny squares up to my last stitch. So here I go. So let me see how many centimeters. Yeah, so I'm having exactly 36 centimeters. So right now I have to add this my granny squares on top, on the top here. I'm going to add the granny squares. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to put them together, then I'll increase. So I'm going to use my stitch markers like this, my stitch marker. This one is broken. So I close like that. So I'm going to sew on this position, then here I'll also close it. So I'll turn it like this to close. So I'll use my needle. So here is my needle and my yarn. So I'm going to sew them together on this end. I'll sew this position up here, then I'll come and sew the other position up the other way. Then after that, when I sew all the two positions, guys, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet single crochet up, single crochet down, then I will attach it on the pillowcase. So I sew it up, and I'll show you what next I'll be doing. So whenever you are working, you always have to put your needle beside you, because the needle is very important. The needle and the scissors, there are two equipments that they are important in crochet. So see you all on the other end when I finish sewing them, guys. So guys, here I go. I've put the 3 granny square all together. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to crochet single crochets up this way, then I come down this other way, and I'm going to crochet single crochets as well on the lower section. Then after that, I'm going to feed the lower section up that way. So I will begin from here. Begin from here. And I'm going to crochet all through to the other end with single crochets. So I'm going to crochet with single crochets from here till I arrive this other end, guys. So see you all on the other end. So here I go, guys. I've crocheted all the way to this end, so I'm going to cut my yarn. I cut it, so you can see I started with the single crochet from here to the other end. So I'm going to turn it this way. I turn it this way, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm also going to crochet the single crochets down this other section from this end to the other end. So when I finish with this section, I'll attach it now to the pillowcase. So see you all on the other end, guys. So here I go, guys. So I'm going to cut the yarn, cut it a little bit longer because I'll use it to sew it. So now like this, I'm going to put this like this into two. I put the two part like that into two. So this as well, I'm going to put them into two like this. Is for it. When I do it like this, is for me, it will enable me to put it exactly on the middle part of this. I'm going to put here, put my stitch marker there, then the other stitch marker, I'm going to put it there. other stitch marker I'll put here, then I'll mark here. So right now I'll turn it like this. So I'm going to sew this. I'm going to attach this to this. So I'll use my needle and I'll do my attachment with the needle, guys. So here is my needle. So I'll start to do my attachment from here. You can see I turn it backside before I'm doing the attachment. I put my work backside. I do not put on the good section to do the attachment. I have to turn it backside to do attachment. So here I'm going to do attachment from here to this other end, guys. Then I'll show you all what next that I'll be doing. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, I've done the attachment from the other side to this side, guys, as you can see. So I'm done there. I'm going to put the needle in, then I cut. I just have to come back a little bit so that I cannot get undo faster. I always like to make my work very perfect so that after, when they want to consume it, they can consume for long as possible. These are crochet things, so they take a lot of time. So to do the projects are very long, so it's always good that when you are doing the finishing of the crochets, especially with the needle, it's good to make it perfect so that they will not get destroyed as fast as possible. They can consume it and throw it away. So I'll come back on this way now. What next I'm going to do, I'm going to be working on the stitches on the sides. On this side, put my needle there. Here I pull the other yarn a little bit. So on this row I'm going to work on half stitches. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did on this lower section on these sides here. So the next row up here, I'm going to work on double stitches. So these are just short rows, guys. just from here to the granny square. So when I take it like that, I take it like that on the half, I do like that, then on the last I do like that. So I make 2 chain, then I turn my work and I'm working on the half stitches. So I'm going to continue like this, guys, till I reach up this way. So see you all on the other end. So guys, I'm almost done with the sides. So when I finish with this roll, I'm going to show you how the 2 sides that I've worked on, how they look like. Then I'm going to proceed with the crochet with my project. So on top, when I finish, I'm going to crochet 3 more rows. I'll crochet 3 centimeters on top of this, and that will be the final position of one of the position of the pillowcase, guys. So you can see I'm here. So I'm going to cut this yarn, cut it there. So all you can see, I cut it there. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come on this way, then I'll start crocheting this other way, and I'll increase 3 centimeters, and that 3 centimeters will be the final end of the final end of the frontal section. But after that, I'm just going to continue on the other section, and I'll see crochet the same size like the first side. When I'm continuing, I'm going to use my stitch marker, so that on the other section I'm going to crochet exactly the length that I've crocheted on this other section. So from here I'm going to come here, and I'll start crocheting back the other way. So guys, on this first row I'm going to crochet half crochet, so see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, I'm almost done with the first row after my granny squares. So I'm done. So you can see, so this is the first row. So from here I'm going to crochet 3 centimeters. So when I crochet 3 centimeters here, so I'm going to put my stitch marker. Then I'm the back part I'm just going to continue with it, but I'm going to be using the same stitches on the back part, but I'm not going to put the grannies on the back part. So this will be on my frontal section of my pillowcase, and the other side that I'm just going to crochet with the broken white will be on the back position. So guys, let me continue going. So the next row now that I'm working on, I'm going to work on double crochet, because the other one that I've just finished, it was half crochet. So see you all on the other end, guys, when I'm having my 3 centimeters up this way. So when I'm going to finish with this row now, guys, I'm going to make the measurement of this upper part. Then I'll see if I'm having 3 centimeters from the position of the granny square. Then I'll tell you guys what next that I'll be doing. So here I go. So my measurement, I'll be making it, but on this way, yeah, you can see I'm having 3 centimeters. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stitch marker here. Then I'm going to continue my work on the other way with these same stitches. So I'm going to measure this position, and I'll tell you how many centimeters I'm having here. So here I'm having 54 centimeters, meaning on the other section that I have to crochet from the stitch marker, I still have to crochet the same 54 centimeters, because my pillowcase is going to be a square. So from here I'm going to continue, and I'm just going to continue now with the same stitches. I'm not going to do these modifications that I've done on the frontal section. So the whole of the back section I'm just going to be crocheting my half and double stitches till I'm having my complete measurement. Then I'll put the two together and I'll sew them, and you see how it will be like, guys. So see you all on the other end. See you all on the other end when I have the same piece upward like this one. See you all on the other end, guys. So guys, so far this is how far I've crocheted. So when I'm going to finish with this row, I'm going to show you the total length that I'm having here with the rectangle. Then from there I'm going to join them together. I'll put the zip, then I'll close the sides, and I'll have my pillowcase. So you can see from this back side that from this, the entire of the back section, I've crocheted just with half crochet and double crochet, half crochet, double crochet until I arrive here, and I crocheted straight upward. So as I finish here, guys, I'm going to tell you how many centimeters altogether that I'm having. So here I go, my last stitch. Then I'll cut my yarn, cut it a little bit longer so that I can use to sew. So you cannot see the entire of the rectangle because the camera, but I'm going to do the measurement, then I'm going to tell you exactly how many centimeters I'm having. That's all together I'm having 93 centimeters. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to put the two sides together like this. I'm going to put together like this, and I make sure this is the good side of the pillowcase, and this going to be the side that will be on the inner part. So I'll put like this, and here is my zip that I'm going to use for the pillowcase. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put here on this side here, then I will sew it. Then after I finish sewing it, guys, I will come on this other side and I'll just sew it directly. I'll sew the sides directly. So I'm going to take my needle. I think I need a smaller needle to sew on top of that. And I'll use this very yarn. But you, if you like, you can use the other yarns that the other threads that they use to sew the clothes, guys, and you sew yours and you put your zip when you're working. So I'll start from here. I'll start sewing from here. So I'm going to sew this all along till I reach the lower section, guys. When I finish sewing this side, I turn and I sew the other side as well. So guys, I finished putting this section. So I will leave this yarn here training, then I'll come back to this other section, then I'll still do the same thing. So I'm going to use this other yarn. So guys, on this other section that I'll be sewing, I have to make sure that these parts, these sides are all equal. So you put them together like that, then you start sewing from here. I start from here. So when I do like that, now I'm going to open the zip. Open the zip so that I can sew it well. The zip. Then now I'm going to put it like this. Then I'll be sewing it as easy like this. Very close. Very close and straight. So I'll sew it like this till I reach this other end down there, guys. So see you all on the other end. So guys, I'm almost going to an end of my zip. So here I go. So now I'll turn it this way, then I'll pass my needle on this other way. So these two ends that I'm having, I have to close them. I have to close them normally down here because the zip was a little bit shorter than the length of the pillowcase below. So the part that is left there, I have to sew it together like this. So I just close it normally this way. I close it there. So I would turn my work on the sides here. I'm also going to close all the sides. I'll close from here, from this end to this end. So I continue with this yarn even though it's not going to be enough. When I go short of it, I'm going to come on these other ones that they're training. I take one and I continue sewing them together. So guys, see you all on the other end. So guys, I finished sewing this section. I started from that end to this end. So I'll sew a little bit backward, then I cut my yarn. So that's it. So I'll pass it here like this, then I cut. That's it. So I'm going to come on this other end as well, guys. On this other side, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to sew all this side. I'll stitch them together from this end to the other end upward. So I'm going to use this yarn and I'll start stitching from here and I'll be coming down. So I'm going to start from here, guys, from here, and I'll be doing the stitching. I'll be stitching both sides together. So I'll be sewing them. I'm coming down like this till I arrive here. So all this part you are seeing here, I'm going to stitch them together. So see you all on the other end, guys. So far guys, I've finished now sewing all the two sides together with my needle. So right now guys, I'm going to cut the yarn, then I'll cut the yarn here. So you can see I've stitched this side and I've stitched this other side as well. So here is my zip. I've put the zip inside. So I'm going to turn it now and we will see the outcome of the pillowcase, guys. Let's go. So guys, so this is the final ending of my pillowcase. So this is the other side and this will be the frontal section. So here is the zip, as you can see. So inside I'm going to put the foams. I'll put the foam, then we all see how beautiful it's going to be, guys. So guys, you can see. So that's the final end of my pillow, guys. So if you have watched up to this stage, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for watching.